Yeah, I suppose it was. Although Jerry West never shot a three. So if there'd been a three-point line back then, you know, this milestone would come later. You know, there'd been more points, but you know, it's a monumentous achievement to pass a player like that, and you know, he's going to pass more big names in the weeks and months to come, and you know, it's just been a fantastic career that Dirk had, and you know, we're doing everything possible to extend it as long as possible.
I'll tell you, not on a tough shooting night to start tonight, but to see him take over there early in the fourth, how big was that?
Huge, because we were struggling during that point in time. I think they had cut it to 4. And we were in the bonus, so we wanted to get the ball in his hands, and you know, he made 4 or 5 consecutive either shots or drives that just gave us momentum, and it helped us get stops at the defensive end.
What seemed to happen between the first and second quarter and the third and fourth quarter, where you had them in the 30s and they went down to the teens scoring wise?
Yeah, well, you know, you always hope that you know, you can have that disposition from the beginning to end of each quarter, but sometimes you get knocked on your heels and you gotta recover and fight back. And we had to fight back in the first. We had a good start to the third, and then they made a run, and you know, we were able to get it back together. But look, it's a very good team. It's, you know, they're young guys that are very close to taking a quantum leap, and you know, we just wanted to prevent them from taking a big leap tonight, and it was hard. It's a hard game. It's hard keeping the wall from the rim. You know, it's hard keeping Harrington from shooting, you know, open threes. It's hard keeping Nene from going crazy in the paint. And then, you know, the guy we did a great job on was Beal. And you know, Narita, you know, broke out with a bunch of threes. So, you know, happy to survive it, but you know, that's a good young team.
Let's talk about Dellenberg, particularly in the first quarter.
Well, he got off to a good scoring start because he was active. Guys were finding him. He was finishing plays, and then, you know, once again, I mean, similar to the other night in Milwaukee when he went back in late fourth quarter, made a very big offensive rebound play, knocked in a couple of big free throws, and did some very solid things. So, you know, but between him and DeJuan, you know, those two guys got to keep the tag team going. And, you know, we just got to get the job done with those guys.
Coach Jake Crowder's numbers aren't always high, but talk about his contribution off the bench.
Well, Jay came in and had there were a lot of good things happen when he came in the first half. And his energy, his defense, you know, he ran, and he had a big three-point play opportunity. You know, it's just a couple things in his game that are just a little loose. He's a little loose with the ball sometimes, and you know, he's working on it. But he does so many good things out there, and is so versatile that he's a really important guy for us. And right now, you know, with Ellington laid up with a thigh contusion, you know, Jay's got to be that guy.
DeJuan Blair, 9 points, 11 rebounds off the bench. Talk about his performance.
You know, once again, he brought energy, a physical presence, and you know, the scoring and the rebounding. So it's, you know, we need him to keep doing what he's doing. He's become a much better screener for us, much better feel for, you know, working with our personnel, and you know, again, it's the combination of him and Sam is a good one because they both provide different looks to the opponent, and they're good. You know, they've been a really solid 1-2 punch, and we just need them to keep going.
I know Monte's games are a little different games, Jeff. But do you see the same sort of mentality as far as wanting the ball, you know, when it's time to put a game away?
Yeah, I mean, Monte's always been aggressive by nature, and he's always had to carry the load. You know, really, since his first or second year. You know, once they broke up that team in Golden State and had Aaron Davis and Jackson, you know, and a couple of those guys who were more the kind of veteran guys on that team. Once it became kind of his team out there, I mean, he had to get 25 in order for them to have a chance to win. So he's used to this. The thing that I was really proud of and happy about tonight with his game was that it was a little frustrating early. I mean, he was getting in the lane, he wasn't getting calls, but he kept defending Beal, and you know, Beal's coming off his career high night 2 nights ago in Oklahoma City, so defense on Beal was a big part of our game plan, and Monte provided it. And then, you know, he was patient and disciplined, and then the fourth, you know, when we kind of, you know, we just kind of went to him. I mean, he got it going, and we rode him, and you know, he really helped us finish the game off. I mean, at that point, it had gotten down to 4. I think we'd taken Dirk out of the game, and so it's a very tenuous spot in the game. But he stepped up to the moment, and you know, he's gonna need to be a main playmaker for us in those situations all the time. He won't necessarily have to always carry the major part of the scoring load, but he's gonna have the ball in his hands a lot.